You know, as you get older, you start to look at little different, cartoon characters or, certain shows you used to watch or sitcoms or whatever. And then, you fast forward to 2013, a lot of these people on drugs, they're struggling, or, they've came out about their sexuality, or some of them have died, and so on and so on. And, I read an article about the Red Ranger, as far as the Power Rangers, that is doing gay porn now. And, I was shocked about it because, although the porn industry makes a lot of money, I was just, when you see somebody go from being a Power Ranger and, and kicking ass and all that, and then going to do gay porn, it throws you back for a minute. And, I was a Power Ranger fan. I'll say for the first, I think they came on in 90, had to be about 92 or 93, and I watched them for maybe about 2 years, and then after that, I kind of grew out of it. And I remember, you go to recess, and, you got your group of friends, and you guys try to act like you Power Rangers and fight shit and all that. And, I remember, going to recess, and then you argue for 10 minutes with your friends about what Power Ranger you was going to be, whether you was going to be the green one, the blue one, the red one. And I always wanted to be the Black Ranger because that's who I identify with, the brother, which they took him off, I think, after the first or second season. And that was, I guess, part of why I stopped watching, because he was the one guy I identified with. So, you argue about who going to be what Power Ranger, and after you figure that out, you got another 10, 15 minutes to try to act like somebody's taking over the world, and you start pretending like you doing karate with fake mutants and shit, and jumping over stuff, and then you try to beat the hell out of your homeboy in front of the girl you like, to try to show off and stuff. So, I remember all this from my childhood, and, things that would go on, and, you always got that one cat in the neighborhood at school that likes to play dangerous games, and then go cry to the principal or their mom. I tell my mommy, you hit me in the eye. One of those little kids. Everybody got them in every neighborhood. Always that little bitch-made kid that has to cry every time somebody hits him. But, I just, this was just part of my childhood. I remember watching the Power Rangers. And, you got this guy now doing gay porn. And there was another guy, I think back in May, that came out and, said, no, this is what happened. Excuse me, this is what happened. They wanted to do a reunion on the Power Rangers. I'm talking about the very first Power Rangers, not the ones after. And, he said, well, you guys can do a reunion by yourself. And I think the guy's name was David Yost. He played the Blue Ranger. And he was like, well, you guys can do it yourself, because when I was on set with you guys years ago, I was ridiculed. And, he was talking about how they would make jokes about his sexuality, and they would call other cast members and people who were playing the Little Rangers and question them about his sexuality. And, what he does behind closed doors, that's his own business. If you want to take it up the ass, or, whatever, whatever, that's your own business. Because, a lot of times people ridicule gay people for what they do, but you got straight people who do all kind of crazy, nasty stuff. And we really don't have no right to really talk about the other, because I guarantee you some in everybody's closet you was like, damn, I shouldn't have done that, or I wouldn't want anybody to know that. But he refused doing the reunion because he said, you guys ridiculed me when I was on set. And I don't blame him, because when you get older, you think about people who mistreated you when you were younger, or when you were under certain circumstances. And as you get older, you say, what the hell with you? Why should I come and support your show or whatever you doing when you treated me like shit back in the day? So I understand where he was coming from, but it's just kind of ironic how you have these Power Rangers that are coming out and doing all this wild stuff. We've already had 2, if not 3. I think, I'm not quite sure on this, but I think maybe the guy that played the Green Ranger, I think he came out and said he was gay. So we've already had 2 or 3 Rangers that have came out about their sexuality. It's ironic, considering the type of role they play. But, a lot of these celebrities are coming out with their sexuality. And I guess, 2012 and 13 was the years to come out and say, hey, I'm gay. We just saw Raven-Symoné come out, someone else that I'm sure a lot of us, sat back and watched as a little kid when she was on the Cosby Show, or when she was on Hanging with Mr. Cooper, or for you younger people, when she had the That's So Raven show. We all watched her grow up, and it's just like these people come out and say they're gay, and it does throw you back. Even though they're adults and they have their own preferences and sexuality, it does throw you back for a minute. But yeah, it's just something I want to talk about, because as you watch these people get older that idolize, or you watch while you was a kid, it's crazy how these people end up, whether they're on drugs, whether they come out as being gay or lesbian or bisexual, whether they're dead. There was one, I think the Oriental chick that played the Yellow Ranger, she died in a car accident. And what was so crazy about that is that 4 years previous to her car accident, there was a rumor going around that she died in a car accident, but it wasn't correct. And then, ironically, 4 years later, she actually does die in a car accident. So it's like, it's stuff. Life could be crazy sometimes, but I just wanted to talk about that because it was just something that was on my mind. I don't know what to say. Go Booty Rangers. But I'm out. That's it. Y'all give me y'all feedback. Peace.